So when I made E4, when I was down in Kings Bay, I saw the first paycheck come in, and I thought, man, I'm making real money now. As a single E4 under 2 years of service, I was like, this is it. I've reached the pinnacle. I've reached the pinnacle of my success.
Yeah.
Like, this is it. This is the height of luxury. My pickup truck that I had was falling apart. I had a Dodge Ram. Loved it, but it had close to 300,000 miles on it. And for that year...
300,000 miles?
For the year, that was incredible because there were a ton of issues. Well, anyway, I decided to buy myself a 2014, brand new at the time, Dodge Charger RT.
Yeah.
And I thought I was the coolest fucking person alive. And it's a great car. I have it still, and I love it. Well, when I bought it, I thought that I was like a stuntman because Forza had came out. I was stupid in the car. I'm lucky I didn't hurt myself. But on this one particular day, Ashley and I, my now wife, girlfriend at the time, we were just kind of driving around Georgia, finding back roads, tons of dirt roads, like large dirt roads. Go there and just do burnouts and drift around corners, just do really stupid shit. We were as safe as we could have been about it. I don't recommend doing this. I actively discourage it.
Yeah.
Well, this one particular day, we were driving around doing donuts and burnouts and just being dumb. And then we're like, hey, let's go get some Firehouse subs. Let's get out of here. We start driving out of the woods. And I'm like, I'm going to do one more really cool, really good drift. Why don't you film this, Ashley? So I have it on camera. I'll put it in here. I take a corner, and I'm coming around it going like probably 50 or so. And then I'm like, I'm going to give it some more. So I give it more gas,
God.
and the wheels literally spin too fast for the car, and the back fishtails out. And we go directly into a ditch. Now, thankfully... that was all that happened. Like, we went in the ditch, and the car kind of gradually came to a stop.
Oh, okay.
In the ditch.
Yeah.
Very, very lucky we didn't roll it. Very lucky that we didn't hit something in the ditch. Lots of stuff. We're very lucky.
Yeah.
But the car's stuck now. Okay, it's stuck in a ditch, and it's not getting out. So we crawl out of the passenger side of the car. We're just kind of standing there, and I'm furious. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine, I'm just scared. I'm standing there looking at this car that I had just bought. It had less than like 6,000 miles on it.
Oh my God,
and I'm like, she's going to break up with me. And I don't have my car. My car's fucked. I'm not falling apart, but I'm sitting there and I'm just, all these thoughts are going through my head. And then I'm like, how am I going to get it out? It's in a ditch.
Yeah.
It's like this car is stuck. So I call my buddy, and I'm just like, hey, man, because he has a big, huge pickup truck. And I'm like, hey, can you come out here? And I sent him my location. And he was like, damn, what the fuck are you? He's like, how'd you get out there? He's like, yeah, I'm on the way. Like, I'm coming. So we're just kind of standing there. And we're standing there for like 15 minutes, just not talking. And no one is out. No one's around. We're deep in the woods of Georgia. And then all of a sudden, there's this old green pickup truck comes slowly driving up the street, and it's like boom, 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 boom. I can hear it. You know what I mean? And there's this huge dude driving it, a very, very big, like 6'6", thick country dude, backwoods Georgia.
Yeah.
And then he's got a pit bull in the passenger seat, and he's drinking a beer. In the truck.
God, dude.
And he pulls over. Hey, brother, you all right? And I was like, yeah, I lost it. We're stuck in the ditch.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I got a chain in the back if you want me to try something here. Would you mind? And he was like, yeah, fuck it, man. So he pulls over and then gets out. And then when he got out, that's when I realized how tall he actually was.
Oh, shit.
I'm 5'8" on a good day. Really like 5'7".
Yeah.
And this guy is huge, and he's got a dog, and he's drinking a beer, and he's probably got guns on him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I'm just kind of sitting there. I'm like, man, this day's gonna get more weird. It's like I can't fight this guy. That's how I'm thinking. Like
if he got your
dude, even though he's being friendly, I'm just like, I might be in some serious trouble. So. We actually, we get the chain hooked up, laying on the floor, trying to hook it up the front axle or something. Because what are you going to attach it to? So I attach it to the front axle.
Right.
And sure enough, he pulls the car. I'm in the car, I have it in drive, and I'm not spinning the tires, but I'm just kind of like letting it idle
Right,
forward,
right.
and then he's pulling me back, and the car comes right out.
Oh, good.
Then my buddy shows up at like the exact same time that's happening, and then his truck goes in the ditch. He parks it, and then the truck just literally goes and just like falls into the ditch. And I know that sounds like a fake story, but it's not. It's like quicksand. So his truck is stuck, and then I'm like taking a picture, and he comes over and he's like, "Hey, he's like, hey man, don't tell anybody this happened." Because he's got this huge truck. And the country guy is like, "Oh fuck," so he goes over and pulls him out too. And
dude, just imagine if that guy didn't show up and your friend showed up,
and then we're both stuck. Yeah, we thought about that. So we're sitting there,
and Ashley just like,
dude, she's just standing.
Losers,
she's
bro.
Like, I'm gonna break up with you. But I'm standing there, and I told the guy, and I was like, man, I'm really glad you came. I was about to call like 911, and he was like, brother, don't do that. He's like, I'm a sheriff's deputy. All right, I want to call the cops.
Oh my God.
They might ticket you. And I was like, you're a sheriff's deputy? He's like, he's drinking a beer. He was like, yep. And then he told me, he was the nicest guy. He was like, he's like, my house is about a mile back if you want to go wash it off. And I told him, I was like, man, thank you so much. Like, you want some money? He's like, oh, no, brother, you're good. Got back in his truck and drove off.
Just a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we ended up taking it to a car wash and sprayed it down. And the car was actually in pretty good condition considering that,
This is the same car you have
That's
now.
it. Yeah, it's this car here. Yeah. It's got scratches on the side, but they're pretty faint. They're really not that bad. Yeah, so fuck them.
Yeah, and you have to repair whatever respect Ashley lost of you.
Yeah. I hope that we're good for now. Yeah. But that's a story of how we
That's a solid story.
Good shit.